Okay, we're back with day 2 of Spies and Sabotage. European division right now. We're doing the upper bracket finals. Match between InSanity and Breakfast. So just taking a look here at the spy economy, InSanity has 9 spies and Breakfast has 19 coming in. So a lot of sabotages lined up to happen, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm just going to jump right ahead, and we'll see what rules we got. 2020 vision. Neither team is allowed to deward enemy observer wards. And the second rule. Oh, there it is. Neither team may pick any agility heroes. That's an interesting one.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that one.
I mean, I feel like agility is the easiest attribute to go without because you can still have, like a strength carry offlaner and int supports.
Yeah, I feel int's probably the hardest. I agree. But it
Okay.
means that you have to pick sort of unconventional cores potentially, so that should make it interesting.
Okay, so let's take a look at the sabotages. Uh-oh. I'm not good at running the overlay.
I will get there.
There we go. All right. Your team can gain extra 3 bands for just 1 spy. Last hit trainer. Enemy team cannot buy quelling blades. And then at the cost of 3 spies, we have enemy team cannot deny creeps. Oh, together those two make the lane look really rough for the enemy team. Okay. And at the cost of 4 spies, enemy team will be server deafened until the game timer reaches 5 minutes, and they're also not allowed to use in-game voice. That could be pretty inconvenient.
I have a question about the silent treatment. So does that also apply through the drafting phase?
I don't believe that it does, although I
Okay,
was
so they can
advocating
still
that it should, but
so they could still communicate throughout the draft, but then they can't make any. They can still type in game, right? But they
yes,
just can't
they can
talk.
type, but they can't talk. That's right.
Okay. My opinion of the strongest, I think of the strongest sabotage. I think you should just take Banhammer. It's only 1 spy, and both teams have a lot of spies. If both teams take that, that's a lot of extra bans, isn't it? That's 6 more heroes banned. That comes up to 26 heroes banned in total. So that is a lot of heroes. I think Last Hit Trainer and League of Legends sort of counteract each other. If you think the opponent is going to pick Last Hit Trainer, then you take League of Legends because you don't need a Quelling Blade if you know the enemy team can't deny you, in theory anyway. So I feel like if you're against the team, is it Breakfast that have 19 spies?
Yes, I believe so.
So if I was InSanity, I maybe would be taking Banhammer and I'd be taking League of Legends because I'd assume Breakfast are just going to take all of them. And you need to get League of Legends up to counteract Last Hit Trainer. Doesn't matter if you can't last hit without Quelling Blade. So they can't deny it. So you can just take your time and last it really safely for 5 minutes.
Well, it looks like we actually have their selections ready, so let's see it. There it is. Both teams take the banhammer.
Yeah.
Looks like the Dire team, I believe that is Breakfast, but I'm not certain, has taken League of Legends and Silent Treatment.
Okay. I guess they didn't think Last Hit Trainer was worth it. They do have a lot of spies, though.
Yeah, and the other team has taken Last Hit Trainer and just 3 spies spent. But I suppose they're still saving. This is upper bracket, so elimination is not on the line. And yeah, I have confirmation. The Dire team is Breakfast with 19 spies.
Yeah. Okay.
And the Radiant is InSanity with just 9.
Yeah. I think Last Hit Trainer is maybe not worth the spies, so I think I agree with Breakfast.
Okay, and looks like we have a Radiant contract. Get down, Mr. President. So Radiant are going to be choosing a president to protect until the 15-minute mark.
Get down, Mr. President. I think we've seen that one a few times before.
Uh-huh.
I think 15 minutes is quite a long time, but 4 spies is a nice reward.
And they will also be doing 1 for each foot and a double pair of boots. I wonder if they put 2 boots on the president.
Well, I guess they could, but the president might want to buy some more defensive items early, a couple of braces, rather than buying multiple boots. But yeah, that contract seems to be easily completed by teams whenever they pick it. So
okay, and
makes
the Dire
sense.
have also selected 2 contracts. The first one is Walk into Mordor. We saw a lot of this yesterday, people trying to sneak their couriers through. It's pretty tricky.
To the outer wall of the enemy base and then back home. It's got to be
It's got to
a
be a walking
walking
courier, so
courier.
level 1, 2, and 3 are the times that you can do
Oh,
this. In one
so
game, we
quite early
saw
on.
somebody staying in base at level 3 because they couldn't get level 4 until completing the contract.
That's some dedication for the spies.
Uh-huh.
That's a fun one. I like that.
And our last one is next level bait. The hero with the highest golden ultimate must waste it on a creep wave and announce it.
Okay, but that's only once, right? Once throughout the
Yeah,
game.
just
So
one time. I think the best time to do this is right at level 6, right? You just
yeah,
get level 6 immediately, just black hole the creep wave, and then you're good.
yeah, then it'll be up. I mean, most cooldowns are not as long as Black Hole, so even the longest one on your team, as long as you don't have like Tide Hunter or something like that, hopefully it should only be 2 minutes, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Mm-hmm. Well, it looks like we're about ready to get go. The Radiant are not thrilled about being server deafened, so it sounds like they might be deafened for the draft.
Okay, that definitely makes the contract more interesting.
Right now, I think
But
we
you
have
can still
a
type,
little
so
extra delay because of the forced extra 3 bans for each team. And we'll find out what those are in just a moment here.
so the 3 bans happen before you ban anything else, right?
Yeah, 3 bans for each team before the draft. So we are getting into the draft. Let's take a look. Oh, it still says player contracts. How do I make that go away? There we go.
Okay, extra bans being posted in the chat. So Grimstroke, Death Prophet, Ancient Apparition, Sven, Night Stalker, and Life Stealer. This is another interesting thing I've just realized. There are 6 extra bans, and guess who else is banned? Every single agility hero. So
That's right.
There's going to be very few heroes left by the time the banning phase is ended.
Yeah, they remembered not to ban any agility heroes because they're already gone.
Yeah, I wondered if a team would make that mistake, but no, they didn't. So they banned 3 int heroes and 3 strength heroes.
Okay, I'm gonna try to find out whether the InSanity Radiant team is deafened yet.
I can see some deafens. Oh, it's the whole team, is it? Whole team for 5 minutes. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. One person wouldn't be strong enough of a sabotage.
Yeah, the whole
I can
team,
see them in chat.
the whole team is unable to talk. Oh, this is great. So how can they get through the draft with only text communication? That sounds pretty miserable.
Well, making the most of the reserve time, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully you've got a few fast typers in there. So yeah, banning strength heroes and int heroes, starting with Legion and Tusk. I think picking Legion into Tusk is maybe not the greatest idea because Tusk can just save you or save your team with Snowball. Punch Legion Commander if needed.
Picking Legion into just one enemy hero who's not a good dual target and is good at saving people. It's not exactly ideal.
Legion is a really good hero, and I'm a big fan of Legion, but I think that they should save that pick a little bit further down the line. But we'll see. Maybe it will go well. And they've gone Axe. Okay. Have they forgotten that int heroes are in the game? It just seems to be a lot of strength. It's 4 strength heroes already.
They're picking an Io. This is a hero that we've seen have a lot of losses at this tournament. It's so hard for beginners to do well with Io.
I agree.
I wonder what they're
It's a
going to
really
do
tricky
with
hero.
that.
Well, Io Legion Commander is a fairly decent pairing. Legion Commander has a heal, which obviously is amplified when you cast it on the Io. And Legion can just run into you. They can relocate for jewels. I can see it working. What were the rules for this game? We've got 20/20 vision,
So
which
no
means that
observer wards can be dewarded, and there are no agility heroes.
yeah, no agility heroes at all. So you'll just see strength and heroes in this game.
I wonder, would Io be useful for any of the contracts? I guess Io could buy double Tranquil boots. Or Tranquils and Arcanes could also be good. Get down Mr. President, I don't see how Io would be helpful for that.
You can save your team. You wouldn't make Io the president, but Io can relocate a teammate out who's about to die.
Well, keeping them alive is just for the first 15 minutes, so he's not going to have to relocate for most of that. Walk into Mordor,
it's true.
That. I don't see anything in particular to suggest an Io pick. I think they just wanted to play Io.
Yeah, Io Legion, as I said, it's a decent combo. So if those 2 players are comfortable, then it can have good success. I wouldn't want to lane against the Legion IO, definitely.
Yeah, interesting that both teams have started with strength supports. I was guessing that the supports would all be int heroes this game.
Yeah, Tusk and IO straight away. I mean, do you know what hero would be pretty good against all these strength heroes? Timbersaw.
Oh yeah, either
Maybe
team
a
can take Timbersaw.
Necrophos would be a great int hero as well.
Mhm.
You know, just constantly taking down their HP and then assassinating them from half health.
Although actually,
we'll see.
Timbersaw might not fit so well since both teams have picked an offlaner, and Timbersaw against Tusk is kind of iffy anyway.
You could put Timber mid. That's fairly common.
You could put Timber mid, but then if you get caught with an int hero like up against you, Necrophos is already banned, but there are still plenty of spellcasters who'd give Timbersaw a tough game here.
I think Timbersaw would still be considered as a ban. I would be banning Timbersaw.
Oh yeah, I mean since there are no agility heroes, you're probably going to see a third strength hero from each team, I'd guess.
Probably. Yeah, or you could go a very int-heavy lineup as well. There are a lot of strong int heroes, but for cores,
both
I'd
teams
say
are still looking for hard carry, and I don't think they're going to pick int heroes there. I'm thinking
yeah,
Chaos
I
Knight
think
is super high value here. Alchemist is already banned.
Lifestealer, as we've seen in chat as well.
Lifestealer
makes the most sense
Wraith King
because
and
if you're hitting
Dragon Knight.
strength heroes, Wraith King, yeah, Dragon Knight. I think if
those
you're
are
hitting
both
loads of
bans.
strength heroes, you probably want to pick a Lifestealer. You
Yeah.
just get a lot of healing from each attack.
Yeah, Lifestealer makes a lot of sense for sure.
Yeah. No int hero would be an interesting game because you'd have to pick strength and agi supports as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the rule is random which attribute it hits.
Yeah.
Okay, oh that's right. Death Prophet, Ancient Apparition, Sven, and Lifestealer are banned by the extra bans.
Yes.
So we won't see Sven or Lifestealer. That really limits down the carry pool. We see Snapfire, another strength support. Are they going to pick 5 strength heroes?
Maybe they think, well, more health.
It's really time to think about Timbersaw.
Yeah, it's getting closer and closer.
I think on the Dire, I would pick an int hero here, so you're not afraid of them picking Timbersaw 4th, and then you pick Timbersaw 4th. Just don't hurry it too much.
Yeah, that could work. Magnus, yeah, Magnus is a decent hero too.
Yeah.
We'll see. There's a lot of good int heroes in the pool. If you have a good Shadow Demon player, that's a good pick against Legion. I was thinking Chaos Knight. Yeah.
There aren't a whole lot of good hard carries in the strength pool once Sven and Lifestealer are out, and Wraith King as well. So okay, what are the Radiant going to do for a carry? I will say Legion Commander feels kind of okay against Chaos Knight. You can nuke down those illusions pretty well.
Yeah, it helps have those overwhelming odds.
There's the Tidehunter. Okay, you gotta go Timber.
Strength. I mean, I'm assuming they'll pick an int mid, because otherwise their team is literally 5 strength heroes.
I think that Tidehunter is mid. I mean,
you think it's mid tide? Oh, I was thinking maybe
Legion
1.
Legion Commander carry?
Legion 1, yeah, Tidehunter 3, but we'll see. A Legion mid can also work depending who you're laying against, but I think the Legion might want to go with the IO, so I feel like it's pos 5 IO, pos 1 Legion, pos 3 Tide.
It could be pos 1 IO. We did see carry IO yesterday.
Oh wow, okay.
I mean, if they're
it can
carry,
work.
That still leaves them with a mid Tidehunter, though.
Okay, there's the first int hero in the game,
We have
Shadow
an int
Shaman.
hero. No Timbersaw players,
Ooh.
apparently.
There's still room for Timber. I would definitely
putting a Timber is still the right pick, but I don't think that they're
100%.
comfortable with it, or else they would have taken it by now.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Oh, there's the Timbersaw ban. They're aware.
But Breakfast banned it, actually, not InSanity.
Yeah, I don't think they should have been so scared of it. Tusk is pretty good at killing Timber.
Okay, Storm Spirit ban makes sense.
They were thinking about that, Storm. Okay, I really want to see how this Radiant lineup comes together.
Me too. I just hope they pick at least a mobile int hero to finish it off. I'm trying to think who would be good on their team now. There's quite a lot of crowd control on the die. In fact, they've got 4 stuns at the moment. Or even 5, I guess, if you count Shadow Shaman's Shackles and his Hex.
Yeah.
And Tusker, Snowball, and Punch.
Yeah, it's really a lot. Well, Tusk, Snowball, and Punch are each half a stun.
I guess, yeah. These teams draft so quickly, I've noticed. Like, I've just casted an in-house, like, literally an hour ago, and we use all of the reserve time every single time.
Yeah,
But
they've
here,
got
it's just bam, 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 bam.
3 minutes between the two teams. They have.
Yeah, it's insane.
There's still time, though.
They know what they want, and they just pick it.
There it is, Queen of Pain.
Yeah. I think that pick
Is it
makes
too
good
late to
sense.
choose color coordination? Yes, it is.
If I saw Queen of Pain picked, I would put Legion Commander mid. Because Legion Commander is very good against Queen of Pain
dispelling that dagger is pretty nice.
mid. Yeah, and then you can just
They're gonna
farm.
go for Lena. Okay, so that's a carry.
Okay, Lena's good against, yeah?
Something.
Carry Legion. Well, I would predicting carry Legion. Now, I remember the last game I saw Decaya in, and he was playing the POS 3. So maybe they are going to do a POS 1 Tidehunter.
Or is it Pause 1 IO? I don't know their players well enough.
POS 1 IO would be very interesting, but a little bit unusual.
Oh, we got the Quap Arcana. Yes.
Lena is a good pick against Queen of Pain if they're both going to go mid.
I'm really worried about this Lena just getting caught by Chaos Knight and just blown up in the mid game. I think she's going to have big survivability problems.
She's going to have to itemize correctly.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
Axe, Chaos Knight, and Tusk are all quite happy to get on top of Lena, and obviously Queen of Pain with the Blink. It's going to be hard to stay in the back lines.
But, you know, they try and engage on the Lena. Tide blinks in, ravages everyone, and then you're ready for a lot of pain. You've got the Snapfire ult coming through. Legion Commander will duel someone. I think they're going to find it very easy to get dual wins on the Legion because you just fire out the Mortimer's Kisses, the Laguna Blade. You can easily delete someone.
Well, if you combo with your team, on the other hand, you are up against 3 strength heroes. It's not the easiest to dual win against Chaos Knight, Axe, Tusk. If the Shadow Shaman's not available, you might have difficulty finding the dual target in the first place.
Probably want to be focusing on the Shadow Shaman or the Tusk support then for the early game kills.
Mm-hmm. And then later, it's all about Shadow Shaman to prevent that disable, or Queen of Pain.
Yeah.
Oh, they're wondering whether they're allowed to buy Quelling Blade. I believe the Radiant purchased that Sabotage, so the Dire cannot buy Quelling Blade.
Yeah.
I
mean, that's okay for them, I think. Chaos Knight has very high base damage anyway, and Axe doesn't always need a Quelling Blade.
Yeah, I think it would be better if they had just countered that Sabotage. If they're going to be going up against a Quelling Blade without, that's when it feels bad.
Yes. Well, it means you can't really... you can't get the denies. The last hit so easily because they're just going to deny you. You want to counter the denies. So one team have League of Legends active against them. It's the Radiant, I believe. Can't deny for 5 minutes.
I believe the Radiant... Oh, League of Legends, that's right. Dire is not allowed Quelling Blades. Radiant are not allowed denies. What was
They
the other
can't
Sabotage?
deny and they can't talk for 5
They
minutes.
can't talk.
Yeah. I mean, they can type to each other, but they can't communicate.
I
with
forgot that
voice.
they were deafened. That's right. Okay. But they can buy Quelling Blades.
I hope someone remembers to undeafen them, though. I'm sure Garlic's on that.
Garlic will take care of it. Yeah, okay. Legion
Yeah.
Commander has a Quelling Blade, and no one else does in the entire server. There's just one Quelling Blade.
Just one Quelling Blade.
Tidehunter
Wait, I
not
thought
starting with it.
Jaya can't buy the Quelling Blades. So he's gone for a full Bracer Radish on the Chaos Knight.
Mm-hmm.
That's his choice. Whereas on the Axe, being played by Morgan,
He's gone for extra regen plus
yeah.
stick.
which I think is smart. Radiant, who is your president? Oh yes, they have to declare a president so they can keep him alive 15 minutes, and they've chosen Legion Commander.
Okay. That's a pretty tough choice. Legion Commander wants to be playing aggressive and fighting.
Is that Legion Commander trying to build a Wraith Band? Is that normal? To buy a Wraith Band on a Strength Core?
Seems reasonable, I guess.
Yeah, okay, I guess.
That is Legion Commander carry, though. You were right about that one.
Yeah, I don't think that's that uncommon. They're doing a fair bit of damage to Harry in the top lane.
Yeah, he's having a rough time here.
He's always
Maybe
going to be alright.
glad
He's got
that
a
he's not
salve.
the president right now.
Done a lot of damage to Theorian